Hello to regular viewers. Today, there are few countries in the world that do not use the advantageous system of railways for transportation. Beyond this, regional and extra-regional rail networks connect most regions of the world and continue to expand. In fact, it can be claimed that today's world is a world of trade and transit, and economic development and the affected development in other aspects of human life are the product of the growth and expansion of commercial exchanges. In your opinion, how far has the Khova railway project progressed? In the first step, we must know the history of the Khova railway line. Khawaf-Herat Railway is an old project that was presented during the Muhammad Dawood Khan Republic. In the 1350s, the sun is coming. Due to the outbreak of wars in Afghanistan, the implementation of this plan was postponed for several decades, but fortunately, its construction work started in 2006 in Iran and in 2011 in Afghanistan. In 2019, Hassan Rouhani and Mohammad Ashraf Ghani, presidents, Iran and Afghanistan opened the first railway line between these two countries in a ceremony held through video conference. Khawaf-Herat railway line is a standard railway line, which is supposed to connect Khaf in Iran to the city of Herat in western Afghanistan. This railway will be built in 4 sections, 2 of which are located in Iran and 2 in Afghanistan. The Islamic Republic of Iran has undertaken the construction of the first 3 parts of this project from its aid to Afghanistan. This rail route has been referred to as the revival of the Silk Road. Rouhani considered this day as one of the historical days in the relations between the two great nations of Iran and Afghanistan in the ceremony of operating the Khawaf-Herat railway with the slogan, "Two nations with one culture and history." Ashraf Ghani also said that the opening of this historical project is an important step in the field of revival, development, and economic growth in both countries. The first commercial cargo was loaded on a trial basis on the 12th of December 2019 by train from Iran and entered the territory of Afghanistan. The length of this railway is 225 kilometers. The opening of this railway line in a 225 kilometers route has made it possible to transport 1 million passengers and transportation of 6 million tons of goods will be provided. Although most of these travelers are Afghan nationals and most of the desired goods are sent from Iran to Afghanistan, however, the entry of foreign currency into the country should not be considered as an insignificant advantage. Herat-Khawaf railway line. Herat is the second most populated city in Afghanistan. This city is also considered as the most important industrial hub and cultural center of Afghanistan. Wars of attrition in this country have caused many youths of Herat to remain unemployed and do not have favorable conditions for doing business in Afghanistan and even other countries of the world. The opening of the Herat-Khawaf railway line is a turning point in the history of Afghanistan's communications to Iran, Turkey, Europe, and Africa. The opening of this railway has made it possible for Afghans to travel to other countries of the world through Iran and Turkey. The cost of opening the danger of the Herat-Khawaf railway. More than 75% of the costs related to the design, construction, opening, and operation of this railway have been paid by the Iranian government. In fact, this railway is designed in 4 sections, and out of the 4 sections, the cost of 3 sections has been paid by the government of Iran and has expanded the possibility of commercial and passenger exchanges between Iran and Afghanistan. This project started with a capital of $75 million in 2007 and was opened in this year 1399. While from the beginning of the executive operation to the operation of this Iranian railway, there was a lot of pressure from the United States, and he faced comprehensive sanctions. The opening of the Herat-Khawaf railway line has been one of the biggest successes of Iran during the sanctions and wars of attrition in Afghanistan. Benefits of opening the Herat-Khawaf railway line. although the opening of the Herat-Khawaf railway line has been associated with many benefits for the Afghan government and the youth of Herat. The benefits of its operation for the country of Iran should not be ignored. For example, the opening of this railway can lead to the development of railway lines with the neighboring countries of Afghanistan and even beyond them for the next few years, with the aim of expanding commercial, industrial, cultural, tourism exchanges, etc. Domestic importance for Afghanistan. Before discussing the bilateral importance of Khawaf-Herat Railway, it is appropriate to take a look at the domestic importance and what benefits the activation of this railway has for Afghanistan. Since Afghanistan is a consumer country and has a strong need for foreign goods, the activation of this route can increase this country's access to the goods and products of other countries, especially Iran. Also, the use of railway lines to transport goods, which is done at a cheaper cost, has led to a decrease in the prices of Iran's export goods to Afghanistan, and they are available to the people of Afghanistan at a lower price. Another advantage of the opening of this line is that the heavy traffic that exists on the road and dry port of Afghanistan Kala due to the traffic of trucks with heavy loads will be significantly reduced. Another advantage is for Afghan travelers. Currently, passenger traffic is carried out from the Afghanistan Kala road border, and with the implementation of the plan to transfer passengers by rail, along with a reduction of traffic on the existing route, passengers will be able to travel between the two countries more comfortably, in a shorter time and at a lower cost. This advantage is extremely important because thousands of passengers travel between the two countries every year. From a more strategic point of view, the huge advantage of Khawaf-Herat railway line is that the city of Herat, which was previously called the Gateway of India, will be upgraded to the Gateway of India Central Asia by having this railway line. And with its new geographical location, it will become a three-way hub. Centrality of Iran, Central Asia becomes South Asia. Mutual importance. The bilateral strategic importance of Khawaf-Herat railway line for both Afghanistan and Iran can be mentioned in the following axes. Apart from the fact that Iran's railway connection to Afghanistan is considered a major step in diversifying the country's connection with another neighbor, it clearly provides Iran with the opportunity to realize its long-term goal of increasing exports to Afghanistan. Although the amount of Iran's exports to Afghanistan is currently in a good condition compared to other Afghanistan's neighbors, relying solely on trade from road routes in the future will not be able to respond to the increasing speed of that country's exports to Afghanistan, especially since Afghanistan is currently connected with its two northern neighbors, Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, through railway lines. Therefore, the increase in Afghanistan's future import capacities requires Iran to be connected with Afghanistan through rail lines. Another importance that this railway has for Iran in a more strategic way, of course, not now, but in the future perspective, is to connect this country to Central Asia and China through Afghanistan. Although Afghanistan still lacks a railway network system and the current final route of the discussed railway is the city of Herat. But this railway has the capacity to connect Iran to Central Asian countries and China, which will be discussed in more detail in the next section. Apart from the importance of Khawaf-Herat railway line for Iran, the construction of this railway line is considered much more valuable for Afghanistan. The first advantage of this railway for Afghanistan is connecting Afghanistan to the national railway network of Iran. Through this railway, Afghanistan is connected to the Mashhad-Zahedan-Chabahar railway network. On the other hand, through this railway, Afghanistan is easily connected to Iran's seaports in the Caspian Sea. On a larger scale, Afghanistan is connected to the Turkish railway network and through it to the European continental railway network in a very short way through the Iranian railway network. In fact, it is amazing to imagine how far the Khawaf-Herat railway can connect Afghanistan to the railway networks in Southwest Asia and Europe. The greater importance of this advantage becomes more prominent when we compare it with the way of the lapis lazuli. In the past, Afghanistan paid a lot of attention to the Lazord Road project, the route that connects Afghanistan to Europe through Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Turkey to connect with Europe and made great efforts to implement it. Although the Azord route also has its own advantages, but compared to it, the Iranian route, which connects Afghanistan to Europe by traveling a very short distance through an integrated network of railways, is far superior in all aspects. Another importance and advantage of the Khawaf-Herat railway line for Afghanistan is that this railway line enables low-cost, high-speed access and the transfer of large volumes of goods from Iran's sea and land ports to Afghanistan. Afghanistan has always suffered from the lack of access to seaports. Khawaf-Herat railway line, in addition to making Iran's sea and land ports accessible to Afghanistan, apart from that, this access through the railway line doubles its importance because railway lines have advantages and facilities compared to road lines, and there are many facilities that Afghanistan can directly benefit from for transportation. On the other hand, it is true that Afghanistan has access to seaports through Pakistan, but this access is currently provided by road routes, while the Khawaf-Herat railway line provides this access by rail, which, as stated, is an advantage. It is counted twice. Another important issue that the Khawaf-Herat railway brings to Afghanistan is the multi-purpose use of this railway by Afghanistan. In short, it can be said that Afghanistan can use this railway 3 times at the same time. First, using this railway line for cheaper and faster access to Iranian products. Secondly, using this railway line to access Iranian ports in the Persian Gulf and Kors Sea. And thirdly, connecting to Turkey and Europe through this railway line. Along with the economic advantages of Khawaf-Herat railway line, the activation of this railway line also brings positive political feedback for both countries. Although this railway line was opened during the previous government of Afghanistan, when officials and economic and political experts called the economic and political benefits of this railway line numerous for both countries. But the reactivation of this railway line in the current situation when the Taliban is in charge Afghanistan is very important. It can be said that after the return of the Taliban to power in Afghanistan, the restoration and activation of this railway line, parts of which were damaged as a result of the developments, indicates the great interest of the Taliban authorities to have good relations with Iran. At the same time, some conspirators are lurking and seeking to destroy Afghanistan's good relations with Iran, and they are creating such an atmosphere that it seems that the Islamic Emirate will experience tension.